Hi BookTube. It's been a while. I've had a bit of a crazy few weeks, but today I would like to do a tag video. It's the Mookse and Gripes bucket list book tag. It's a bit of a mouthful. It was a tag originally created by Shawn the Book MANIAC, and the name comes from a podcast that inspired the tag. So I think Shawn listened to a podcast episode where they spoke about their bucket list books, and so he decided to create a tag along those lines. Hang on, I need to get my computer. Oh crap, sorry. So I was tagged by Roz. Thank you very much, Roz. And basically the only real prompt here is to talk about 10 books that are on your bucket list. Books that you want to read sometimes, but you know, before you die, but not necessarily anytime soon. So yeah, let's just get into that. I think a lot of these I've already seen on other people's lists. There are a lot of dead white male authors, which probably makes sense because there's these sort of foundational works that are put in, you know, that are in the Western canon, books that we feel like I should read them or I really want to read them, but you may not necessarily feel drawn to them in sort of your everyday reading, or at least I don't, which is why they've made it onto this list as opposed to having already been read. So the first one is Dante's The Divine Comedy, which is something that I don't know, I just really want to read it at some point. And I know that Tom from Tom LA Books is doing this very slow read along, but I don't know, when it started I just didn't feel like going along at that time. I don't know, I think I was reading quite a lot of other stuff, so yeah, but I know that those videos are there for me for whenever I want to pick it up. The next one is the Iliad. This one, I don't know. I've already got it here. I had originally wanted to read it for a thesis that I wanted to write, but then I changed my topic, so now it's gone back, you know, back down in the priority list, but definitely want to get to this. Then Ovid's Metamorphoses. I read part of it and also translated part of it when I had in Latin class, I don't know, when I was 15 or so. I really enjoyed that. I think it was probably the first time I enjoyed Latin. But I would like to read all of it at some point. Obviously in a translation, because my Latin is not good enough nowadays. Then we have Don Quixote. Obviously, I kind of know of the story, but I never read the whole thing. Then for number 5 and 6, I have not actual books, but I would like to read at least the 2 short story collections I have by Borges, although I might definitely want to read more by him, because all of the things that I have read so far I've really liked. So the 2 that I have are fictions and the Aleph. And I've read some of the stories that are in there, but not the whole thing. And the other one is Kafka for number 6. I just want to read all of Kafka. And I haven't gotten around to reading a lot of him. Obviously I've read Metamorphosis, and I've read quite a lot of his shorter parables. But I guess for the purposes of the twist of this tag, I'm gonna say the 2 books that are highest on my priority list of his to read are The Castle and The Trial. The number 7 is Moby Dick. Another one of those that feels like I really want to get to it, but also I find it really intimidating because of the whole whale whaling stuff. Then we have, so these were all obviously men, right? So I thought it would make sense to add some women at least. And so really high up on my list is Toni Morrison's Beloved. Should have already read it. It was part of one of my American literature survey classes, but I did not finish it. And yeah, definitely want to read that. And then the other one is also from that class. It's Maxine Hong Kingston's The Woman Warrior. Which I also, no, hang on. I did not have to actually read that. I did not fail on that one. I only had to read a few parts of it, which I have done. But the language really beautiful. And it was really dark. And I found it really interesting because she talks about how, I guess it touches on her experience as, growing up as the child of immigrants and the difficulties in marrying the stories she's told by her mother about, the old country with how she's growing up now in the US, and also sometimes distinguishing between what is actually real about what she's being told and what is just, I don't know, either exaggerated or changed to fit a certain objective that her mother has in telling those stories. Yeah, so that's 9. Number 10. For number 10, I don't actually have one, which is my other twist, I guess. So, because, like I said, most of these were men. I've added 2 women, but I would really, really like to read a German female writer of some heft, so to speak. But I don't know any. In school, I think I may have read one book by a female writer in German class, which is just appalling. And I'm not quite sure where to go. So if any of you guys have a recommendation for a good female writer, maybe a classic, but I guess it could also be contemporary, why not? Then please let me know. That would be lovely. So the plot twist, the optional plot twist is have your subscribers vote either in the comment section or in some kind of a Google Docs poll or whatever on which 2 books from your bucket list you have to read by a certain date. I'm going to say, well, I think everybody has, but yeah, let's say by the end of 2022. 2 books sounds doable, although I would say 2 books only if they're the shorter ones. If there's like Don Quixote and the Iliad or the Divine Comedy, I would be like, maybe I'll just choose one of them. So please let me know which ones you would vote for. And also if you have any recommendations for a female German writer. That's it. A short and sweet one. Have a lovely day. Bye bye. Hey, sorry, I just realized that I forgot to tag people. Normally I would have just added it in writing in a little, what's it called? Just at the end of the video. But this time I really wanted to tag a booktuber who has only got, I think, 40 subscribers at the moment, and she's so far posted 3 videos, and I thought they were really lovely and very sort of reflective, and I think she could really use a few more subscribers. So this is kind of a mini shout out and a tag. The channel that I would like to tag is the person I would like to tag is Grace from Grace is Reading. So if you would like to go and check her out and give her some love, say hi, that would be very nice. And then I would also like to tag Bert from her story time, and Margaret Pinar, if she hasn't already been tagged. She probably has been, hasn't she? I haven't done my homework. But if you haven't been tagged now, and obviously anybody who would like to do the tag anyway, you know, go ahead and do it. Okay, bye.